1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars. We only have 6 cars for sale at Flying Wheels. This is ridiculous. In today's video, I flew home. We're gonna rebuild Flying Wheels. We're bringing it back to life. This is gonna be one of the oldest classic videos that we've ever made. It is a video made for the everyman. Everybody's gonna love this video. Why? Because German is in this video. Lauren is in this video. Dave is in this video. My dad, my brother, not Papa Al. We're gonna go to the auction. We're going to buy as many cars as we can today with as little money as possible. How many cars can we buy that are cheap? Like, we're talking $1,000 cars, $2,000 cars. How many cars at a dealer auction can we buy on the real cheap and fill up our parking lot again? I love making these videos and I miss doing it. Come with me to the auction and see everybody on the Flying Wheels team back at it again. Let's get to the auction. Well, I've been noticing that Lauren is trying really hard, but she's having trouble buying enough vehicles. So prices on inexpensive cars are high. Wow, that's a good looking Corvette. Prices on inexpensive cars are higher than MMR, Manheim Market Report. So she's hesitant to purchase cars. So we only have 7 vehicles, as you saw at my shop, which is really depressing. Like that shop used to have 30 cars. So I came down here to buy cars with her, shadow her today and see how she's doing. I'm gonna walk the whole lot. She already came here yesterday and she did a whole walkthrough of everything to scout cars, drive them, check engine lights with her scan tool. But today I'm gonna kind of get behind her and encourage her a little bit to see what kind of cars we can buy, all budget friendly, like sub $5,000 vehicles. And you're gonna look at some with me right now. We're gonna see what's here. And then my brother's coming, my father's coming, and even we might see German. It might be a whole reunion. Me, Lauren, Papa Al didn't come today, so he won't be here, but you might get to see everyone else. Let's check out what's at the auction today and then see what we buy. And then we're gonna take them all back to the shop, and then I'm scooting, I'm going home tomorrow. Surprise! So German is back for the day and we're at the auction. And the theme of the video today is like $3,000 cars. You called me for a reason and it was kind of sad. What was the reason?
Oh, because the lot was really empty over there. I've never seen it like that.
Crazy. So depressing.
Less than 10 cars on the lot.
There were 7 cars this morning. So today, Lauren and I are gonna buy a bunch of vehicles and then we can chat too. About other things. I would love your opinion on what you would buy for Flying Wheels in its current state. So if you see things you're thinking, what you're looking for, anything you can educate people on, what kind of stuff you're looking at here. Like if I just left you here and you were doing it on your own, what cars would you pick out, why, and what are you looking for? Say that again.
I think we did so well back then with the family SUVs, the Yukons, the Suburbans,
Those did
the
so
Tahoes.
well. You know what happened though? The ones that were really good got old. And then the next generation always have transmission and lifter issues. So we stopped buying them because they're such a liability. I find like mid-size and small SUVs work really well too. But those Yukons and Tahoes, like the new body style, are actually pretty affordable now. People are afraid of them. We have Lauren and we have German now. Power team. So I already went through all the cars I'd be interested in on camera. I'd love to see what you guys would buy and fill the lot with.
I find Rogues to be good sellers. Depends on the year though. Yeah. Older ones scare me.
Personally, I'm a little scared of Rogues because of the constant velocity transmissions that they have.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought of too.
Same thing. You knew that.
I was gonna say
you
that.
knew it. Now he looks like the pro and you had the knowledge.
Hondas, but they're expensive and I usually can't touch them. They sell for way higher.
So I already did one on this Civic and said like I would buy that Civic, but a 2010 Civic with 182,000 miles is still worth the same price it was 6 years ago. That's going to be a $2,300, $2,500 car. Wranglers get really rusty up here.
I like the Chevy Trax and the Equinox. I have a Traverse on the lot.
Yeah, what I find now though, the Equinoxes we used to buy now have higher mileage, so they're timing chain issues and they're rotted. So the ones that you would buy, that we used to buy that are now really affordable, they're old. And then we pay the price for it, like in repairs. Speaking of Ford Fusions.
You know what's something I haven't seen on the lot for a while when I drive by there? Where are the Jeeps?
Jeeps are my thing.
Yeah, I'm scared to buy used Jeeps.
Lauren likes mom buses.
I do. I can relate, you know. There she is, the Fusion.
So I didn't tell anybody we bought this yet, so we'll come back to that. Hey, pardon the interruption, but I'm in Las Vegas for the NIADA convention and I owe one of you $100 from our previous video with the Brunt workwear. So let's choose who I'm going to send $100 first two randomly. So here's our previous video that is currently ranked #1, so thank you everybody. I am going to scroll down until I can't stop anymore. Let's see, I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are going to go to, let's see, they didn't say Brunt, they didn't say Brunt, they didn't say Brunt. Jeez, none of you guys. Someone would have won. Let's see here. I'm going to keep scrolling up till it's the first person that says it. Well, a lot of viewers, but a lot of haters. So I'm going to keep going up till the first person says Brunt. Here we go. Gwyn Oak won. Here we go. Congrats, you are the winner. Please reach out to me at www.flying-wheels.com and we will verify your info and send you $100. To do it again, today's video is brought to you by Thrive Market, and if you comment Thrive Market in the comments section, I will randomly select one of you in our next video to send you $100. What's Thrive Market? Well, here you go. So my wife sent me to the grocery store the other day to pick up a couple necessities for dinner, and I was wowed because it was nuts how expensive everything was. She's also been talking about this website called Thrive Market, where you can go to thrivemarket.com, create an account, create a membership, and then buy groceries at wholesale prices, and then they get delivered right to your door. So I did a little good deed and signed her up at thrivemarket.com. She placed an order, she was really excited to do it, and it just showed up. So you went online to thrivemarket.com,
Yeah.
set yourself up an account, ordered food,
Yeah,
delivered right to our door.
It's basically like grocery shopping. Snacks, they have items for lunch, dinner, breakfast.
What did you like about it?
I could do it from the comfort of my home, and it seems like it's all healthier options than what the grocery store might provide.
Oh, that's their whole thing, right? Organic fusilli, yeah, real cheddar, popcorn, whole grain granola. So now that you've seen what we got, Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery store that brings the highest quality products with savings on every order. If you want to try Thrive Market for yourself, there is a QR code that you can scan right here, or you can click the link in my description, or go to thrivemarket.com/flying wheels to receive 30% off your first order and a free gift. Thanks, Thrive Market, making life a little bit easier, a little bit more convenient for me. You can check it out for yourself. So I have my taste, which was Jeep Wranglers.
Yeah.
Your taste seems to be Chevy Impalas, Chevy Malibus, Equinoxes. What else have you been buying a lot lately? You buy a lot of Hyundais, don't you?
No, I stopped.
Oh, because we
I
had the
stopped.
engine problems.
Yeah, I was nervous. Rogues. And then I have a Dodge Dart now, but that's the first one that I bought.
We always do well with Rogues.
Always.
If you drive
Always.
it and know that it shifts, we always do well
Yep.
with the Rogues. German,
I've had good luck.
what is your favorite vehicle to buy and sell?
Like I said, I like them, the big SUVs. I like the Suburbans. I like the Tahoes. The Escalades you used to get.
Oh, there's a couple of them here.
We did well with those, like the families and people with just big dogs that want to just throw them in the back.
Mm-hmm. Ah, that's true. Then we're cleaning out people's dog hair, though.
Yeah.
Always, and they're stank. Oh, right off the bat, I just bought a house on the water in Florida. I need a little dinghy to get me to and from the restaurant. This would be perfect with a little 25 horse Yamaha. Jeez, let's see what this sells for today. I'm really intrigued. And then also a Cherokee Arctic Wolf. The reason they call it Arctic Wolf, it's insulated in the floor. You can use this in the winter in New England. This is a good looking RV. Wow, this is sharp. I love, bunks, couch bunk. Nice bathroom with a front bedroom. So to find these with the bedroom in the back is actually more difficult. This is a good liveaboard fifth wheel. Not the stuff we're here for. We're here for like Chevy Malibus and what is that? A Chrysler Cirrus. No, what do they call those things? Chrysler 200s, Dodge Neons, Honda Civics are gonna be too expensive. Hyundai Sonatas are gonna be too expensive. So what can we buy like $3,000 a pop? We have a Raptor right there that will be out of our price range. A Camaro that will be out of our price range. Just for the fun of it, let's check out this Raptor because I guarantee the rockers are rotted. I don't miss this stuff in New England. We do not have this in Florida anymore. It feels so good to say that. So we have, let me see here. Yeah, that doesn't even open. Why? Because these rot. That is your rocker panel, completely rotted out. And it has a check engine light. I already looked at this. So we're gonna stay away from that even though that's outside of our budget. Anyway, we have Jeep Patriots would work for us. Nissan Rogues, good chance that they have bad transmissions. So I don't buy them if there's a check engine light on them, but I do gamble on them if there's no check engine light and if it's being sold from a new car dealer. Now, some of these cars are dealer trade-ins. Those are the ones I would buy. Some of them are wholesalers. I'm little iffy on who I would and wouldn't buy from as a wholesaler. And then the other used car dealers selling their junk that they can't sell. I stay away from those completely. I also check for inspection stickers because New Hampshire has pretty stiff, rigorous inspections. That Subaru Impreza would be over 3. That Rogue might work. The Explorer might work. The Mazda CX-5 is probably over 3. I don't want any old Titans. I've had such a hard time selling Titans. GMC Terrains, those have timing chain and rust issues. Old gems caught my eyes over there. You know, I have to say as well, I'm back in New Hampshire for 3 days, 2 nights, 3 days, and it's all business. And also it's my sister's birthday. so it's not all business. But it has been beautiful, rainy, beautiful, rainy, beautiful, like 74 degrees, and then it rains. And then my mouth is so dry from all the pollen. It is beautiful, but it rains so much. Both days have rained on me, and just not lovely. I don't miss that. Look at this. Still lived in New Hampshire, I would buy both of these for around $6,000 each. This is a 68 Cadillac DeVille, 4-door DeVille, and that is a 64 Ford Ranchero Sprint. Probably has a 289 in it, and this is pretty clean. Has a manual 4-speed Ford Falcon Sprint. Why does it say Falcon? The Ford Falcon was the car, and the Ranchero was the El Camino style truck, wasn't it? You guys tell me. And then it is owned by a credit union too. That's weird. So it was a bank repo. And then we have this, also a bank repo, 68 Cadillac in matte pearl white with pinstripes on the hood and a really cool custom roof. And even, I like these seat covers. Actually, these aren't seat covers. This is actually reupholstered. Really cool, but it's rusty in the rear just from chipped paint. That's kind of a bummer. I like how they put 6.8 in the rear. Somebody did a great job with this car. When this was really done and finished, I bet this car was amazing. I'll tell you what, a bit off topic, but relating to what I just said. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 RVs, all bank owned. And if you look up there on top of the hill, there's a 10th RV up there. And then we saw those 2 bank repos. That is not a good sign. All of these RVs are owned by a bank. All of them are repossessions. I've never seen that many RVs at an auction before as repos. So it says a lot about what's happening. I think everybody already knows what's going on in the world and people are struggling. First thing to go is the toys. So you really need to look out for that. Now, different topic. I rented a Jeep Wrangler here while I'm here because I want to experience a new Wrangler 4xe, see if I like it. I want to buy something for Florida, 4xe or a Bronco. This Bronco is beautiful, but it's a 4-cylinder. Come on, man. These used to have 5 liters and 351 Clevelands, and now they come with 4 cylinders and like cheap upholstery. Everything's like cheap plastic, although that's pretty cool looking. Oh man, this is a great looking underpowered Bronco. Love the soft top. Would be so great for Florida. Probably rides like hell with those tires. Expensive cars. This Subaru Forester. I don't buy Imprezas because kids buy them, they modify them, they abuse them. Subaru Impreza, 2015, 90,000 miles. Chances are it's going to be over our $3,000 budget. However, this car has a history. This was stolen and then recovered theft after the insurance company paid it out. So it runs well, it's clean, but it has a reconstructed title history because of theft. This might be in our price range. I wonder what Lauren's been looking at. Jeep Patriot Latitude? Nope. 09 Honda Civic, 170,000 miles. Still a $2,500 car, which blows my mind. Lots of Jeep Compasses and Patriots. RAV4 will be too much money. Avalon, potentially, but 08 is old for New Hampshire. Good sized dent in that fender, too. 04 Nissan Sentra, 215,000 miles. I haven't seen any new body style Nissan Sentras with that kind of miles ever in the life of Nissan Sentra. Once Nissan changed from this generation, they all went downhill. I think Nissan was bought by, who was the French company? Not Fiat. Citroën? No. What's the French company that bought Nissan? And as soon as that happened, they just went right downhill. Now, opposite, my favorite cars who have ever been on the road. This is a 2002 Saab 9.3. If you find this in an Aero, oh gosh, with a manual transmission, these things were so fast. That car was a turbo 6-cylinder. It was a rocket ship. These were great, great reliable cars in the late 90s, early 2000s. Ford Limited SE Explorer. I like that they use the Explorer name. Check this out. You all know, if you've been watching, know that I love high top conversion vans. This one got even better because it is an 8-passenger, 2, 4, 6, 8, or 9-passenger if that's a middle row in the rear. Folding bed, rear couch, 2 captain's chairs, flat screen, vented windows. We have the skylight windows. We have the skylight ceiling. We have the increased roof height, the reversible chairs. This thing is amazing. It's also probably $40,000, and as a novelty vehicle, we don't need it, but to travel around like all the soccer games that I go to with my kids, what a vehicle. Oh man, that is amazing. This is on my radar. This is a 2019 Nissan Armada, 91,000 miles. You really have to watch for engine knocks, low-end engine knocks on these. They're not great on gas mileage, but they are so affordable. Pearl white, you get all the options in it. 91,000 miles with like a dark gray leather interior. You have navigation. It's pretty luxurious, newer looking body style, new tires on 22-inch wheels, and then you have DVDs, captain's chairs, 3rd row seat. For me, this will be like under a $20,000 car. So I'll watch this because I'm coming back again with my entire family in a month. It would be nice to have a car for my wife that's serviced, detailed, inspected when we get down here, and then we'll bring it home to Florida and sell her Escalade. So this is definitely on my radar. Ugh, that's ugly. Come on, man, New Hampshire. And then the Sport Track just passed inspection. These are actually incredibly reliable vehicles if you can get them not rusty. But in New Hampshire, they're too old, and I don't want the whole theme to be this video to be rust. I have seen my Ford Fusion video that nobody cared about because it's not an interesting car, but these Ford Fusions are very reliable and they're good sellers. The 4 cylinders are good cars. 2011, 80,000 miles, clean interior, but tires marginal, and then always rotted rocker panels. I'll stay away from that. I don't want any rotted rocker panels. The car I learned to drive on was Graham's car. This is a 1989 Toyota Corolla with 112,000 miles, and look at how clean this thing is. Steel wheels, it's a DX, so it's manual windows, manual locks. If you look, crank windows. Who remembers crank windows? Tweed interior that is perfect. It smells like Grammy's car. She used to have all her church stations on the radio, and then I'd get in at 15, 16 years old to borrow her car and change all the radio stations to my rocker wrap, so she'd get in. Handbrake on the ground. Oh my goodness, this car takes me back. Look at these back seats. This car is mint. But what, number one, two keys. Who buys a 1989 Corolla anymore, and what's it worth? I do want a Wrangler. I want a Wrangler or a Bronco. I'm not really sure yet. I am renting a 4xe. Don't think I need the 4xe. It seems a little useless to be able to go 25 miles an hour on the battery, and then the battery dies, and then you're driving on a 4-cylinder. But I do love Wranglers. There's no reason I would buy one in New England, though, because I'm already getting rusty. I could buy one in Florida for the same price, not have to ship it, and then not have any rust. Now, Saab 9320 turbo convertible. So much bang for your buck in this car, and this one is clean. I would still buy this to this day. 92,000 miles. 2008, what a score this car would be, and I bet it's under $3,000. Whoa, I would rather this over an Audi, a BMW, or a Mercedes convertible, and I bet the top still works in this, and it's a 4-cylinder turbo, and it's front-wheel drive. What a car. I ran into Lauren. We're gonna flash back. This is like the morning, okay? So pretend, act, all right? We get to check on your acting ability. So it's the morning now. It's not really the morning. I'm bumping into her after the fact, but let's pretend it's the morning, and we're gonna talk about when do you get to the auction?
I try to get here realistically for like 8:45, 9 o'clock.
Okay, so do you come the day before ever?
No, I have not.
All right, so I'd recommend definitely coming the day before and seeing what's here. The only thing is not every car is here the day before. Yep. So they're all new cars by the next morning. Said I don't buy WRXs and Subaru Imprezas. Watch when this lights up. When this turns on, it smokes right away, and that's a pretty new WRX. That's why I don't buy them. Some New England rust for you. Where's the girl in the pink shirt? She's supposed to be bidding on cars. Where is she? There she is. I can't miss her there. Welcome to the camera. How many do you have so far?
4.
You have 4 total?
Yeah.
Here's number 5. All right.
Those are good deals, too. I think some of those are good prices.
I gotta steal her. She's supposed to be buying cars, not chit-chatting. Oh, my father and brother are here too. So Adam already bought a Wrangler. We have 4 cars. What I was just telling Lauren is, like, if you check my stepometer, I am zigzagging up and down the lanes, in and out of here. My step count is really high, just going back and forth from cars, and I listen to the auctioneer as they're going through for prices. Speedometer.
It's a pedometer.
Is it? Yeah. I got some scrambled egg, or I think it's yogurt or something.
What's that on my leg? Hey, what is that, huh? Forget it, I think it's yogurt or something.
Father just had a good observation. If you look at the chrome on that step, it shows how rusty those rockers are, so you can use it as a mirror. Subaru going through, that would be a great seller for us. The reason we don't buy Sentras, they always have a bad transmission. Lauren just want a car. Just got herself a Subaru. And this is what I think of when I think of 4-cylinder Jeeps. And if you look here, 119,000 miles, we have traction control, all-wheel drive, ABS, and check engine light on. And that's because they're just throwaway cars. They start to rattle, they start to shake, and the 4-cylinders aren't meant to put out enough power to sustain a longevity, long life in a vehicle like this. Now put that engine in a heavier vehicle like a Wrangler, how much life are you gonna get out of that engine? Bought a Jeep Compass for $1,000. My brother and I learned how to drive on this same identical Corolla, and it is mint. I'm sure my brother's so hot on it, I bet we find him in the bidding lane. There he is, that car's so mint.
I learned to drive on that car.
I did too. $4,000. An 89 Corolla. My number was 800.
Yeah. It's officially a classic now.
It's an antique, yeah. So what?
They don't make them like that anymore.
It wasn't much more than that new, I guess. Probably 10 grand.
What was it new? 7,500 bucks?
I don't know. The DX, basic. Wow. They didn't even sell it. Oh my God. The day is over. I don't know who bought more, me or you, but what is the total number of cars?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
6
And we have an if too.
Oh, is
so we
there?
bought what?
All right, so we got 2013 Subaru Forester.
Yeah, and we'll go over prices when we see the cars.
11 Ford Fusion. 14 Kia Rio.
Okay.
15 Nissan Rogue Select.
Yeah. Oh, select.
Select.
I
07
selected that
Buick
one.
LaCrosse.
Yeah.
And 2012 Altima.
Nice. All sound like they could be winners or losers.
Hopefully.
End of the day, auction is over. Let's go through some of the vehicles that we bought. First one. What is the first one you bought? I see a tag for a Ford Fusion, which we talked about.
Yeah,
So you want to go through this one?
Yeah, I'd love
Middle
to.
one right there. So you show me your purchase, and I'm not going to pick on you. Looks like it has a car inspection sticker. So right off the bat, I'm going to point out cracked windshield, inspection sticker to next month. So it passed within the past year. I also noticed that down there.
Yeah.
That is pretty effing ugly. Hopefully Dave can fix that.
I'm sure he can.
But that didn't scare you, you said.
No, I feel like everything I buy needs rockers.
Okay, so you're used
New
to
England rust, yeah.
it. Okay, so it's not a concern for you.
No.
Otherwise, the car is clean. I already went through this car earlier this morning. Did you drive it?
I drove it back and forth in a lot this morning.
Oh, good. When you're looking at cars, can you show me what you're looking for when you look at them?
Wheels or tires.
Tires. Good. So they look near brand new, in the rear at least.
Yep, and then these are rims.
Those are wheel covers.
Oh, they're covers? Wow,
Yep.
they feel like rims.
Wheel covers. Does need front tires.
Yep.
See, they're right at the wear bar.
Yep.
Paint looks good. Headlights look good. People get mad at me because every car in Florida needs a headlight correction.
feel like we do
So in my videos, I do headlight corrections, and then everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna watch another headlight correction video with Craig today?" Freaking jerks. All right, you want to pull this out? All right, so you pull that one out. This is my purchase, a 2012 Nissan Altima. Now, I wouldn't buy a 2012 Nissan Sentra. The Altimas tend to be built just a little bit better. I wouldn't buy it if it had a check engine light. I have a friend, military friend, that has well over 200,000 miles in his. He's a firefighter and he commutes back and forth. Loves his Altima. 2.5S was a great engine. This car I'm not terribly afraid of. I hope it doesn't disappoint me when we get in and find out that the transmission slips. Want to go find that third car in this one? All right, so push to start. It starts. That's a good sign. Put it in drive. Does it drive? No check engine lights. That's a good sign. No lights on at all. That's a great sign. C54, is that where we're going? Oh, I think we did okay. Yes. This is another one of my purchases. I bought it from a new car dealer. It's a 2007 Buick Lucerne, I think. 108,000 miles. Now, these cars are built for comfort and reliability.
Are they built for speed or for comfort? What'd you do with them? Motorboat? You play the motorboat?
They do get a little rusty, but this one didn't seem too bad. 108,000 miles. Pearl White, I think, is going to come back. If only German still worked at our shop, he could really bring this thing back to life. Or if only it was German shop, he could bring this back to life. So this is a pretty good one. Want to see if it starts? That, we'll use a little rubbing compound and some reducer to get that off down there. Ah, she fired right up. Has a little bit of an exhaust leak. But what's good about these, they're old people cars. So old people buy them, old people maintain them. And that would be why there's so many rubbing his racing marks on this car. It was probably an old person's car.
He rubbed you, and rubbing son is racing.
On the dash? No? Great. And Adam bought a car today. This is his score, his new summer toy.
Yep. I got a cheap Wrangler,
What year is this?
2010 with 73,000 miles on it.
Cheap Jeep. I haven't said that in so long.
Cheap Jeep.
Cheap Jeep, just like the old days.
It ran and shifted in
What year?
2010, 73K.
So
on it.
3.8 liter V6, not a 3.6 liter. This isn't a Pentastar, so no ticky ticky. I think that's, oh, that would be a thumbnail. If you were a YouTuber, that's the thumbnail.
I'd buy it.
I'd click. Yeah, good looking. Needs your love, and then I think it'll come out nice. This is a great summer car. This is for toys, just for toy enjoyment.
Just for a toy, yep. My daughter wanted something with no roof, and I don't want a Chrysler Sebring, so I bought a Jeep.
You know what's tough? I always get these with good tires, but steel wheels.
Yeah.
So then I get rid of the wheels, and they still have good tires. I hate that about Jeeps.
But if I could find a set of takeoffs that have nice wheels and tires, I could sell these for a few $100. You can find everything cheap. I just bought those wheels brand new off a guy. He took them off a brand new Gladiator. Look at that. I paid $175 for those.
Whoa, for the set?
No.
Oh.
For the wheels.
For the wheels only, not the
Wheels
tires.
and TPMS sensors though.
Wow, the sensors are worth
Once when
more
they were
than that.
brand new, he had the box from the other wheels.
Is this lifted?
And then I bought the rubber.
This looks good. Fox racing suspension? Wow, who would have thought you'd be a Jeep guy? 2 Jeeps now?
I'm actually loving it. That's basically a Mojave. With the Fox suspension, that's almost a Mojave.
All right, I have to go park my cars. Remember this guy?
Good to see you. How are you? What are you doing here? Good to see you, man. How are you? Good to see you.
I was hungry. I want to drive by your house. Like,
Oh, yeah?
There's Lauren's purchase. Find a section with 3 spots over there. We'll park them all right next to each other. Look at this jalopy. I want to hear it, but I want to...
There's no, he's beeping it.
There's no horn?
The horn.
Hey, you got a whole bunch of rusty stuff dangling from the bottom of your Jeep.
Yeah, did you see the puddle it left where I parked it?
Oh, no. It's just water from your AC that doesn't work.
What a piece of
Hey, we don't swear on Flying Wheels YouTube
Who the hell
channel.
would buy a Jeep? This is a fool's vehicle.
Cheap Jeep. The girls will love it. Have fun with it. We're back at the auction. We've transported just one car so far, the Ford Fusion, which I honestly don't think was a great purchase. Cracked windshield, rotted rockers, needs front tires, but low miles. I was the high bidder on this 19 Armada. Again, I'm coming home next month, and it would be nice to have this car and we could drive this back. We can have a car for the entire month while we're here. But I was the high bidder at 17 grand on 19 Armada, 91,000 miles, platinum. That's a risky truck. So to me, it's worth that, not worth more. They wanted 20. It's not worth 20 to me. So I did not get that. But I do have an if. If meaning I'm the high bidder, did not meet the seller's reserve at B107. I think it's a Jeep Compass. We're going to go look at the Jeep Compass. And after that, we're going to see everything we got as well as go over the prices. How much did we pay and how much are we going to make when we sell each car? Dave found the Jeep Compass. And clearly I bid from the passenger side because I did not see this giant dent in the door. But I swear I looked at it because I knew it had an airbag light on. Was it raining when this car went through? It's a new car store, 2014 Jeep Compass with 156,000 miles. Hasn't been inspected since 2023. That's pretty scary. And has a solid dent down there. Any other lights on? Leather though, huh? Is it four-wheel drive? You guys might remember Dave. Good old Dave, the trusty mechanic. Let's say no to this thing. We don't need this. Whoa, somebody did some JB Weld on the bumper. I mean, I'm a high bidder at $1,000. They'll take it for $1,250. So $1,250 for a Jeep Compass. That's pretty cheap. Can we fix that dent in the door, or we could just sell it the way it is? Clean it up and sell it for $2,500 easily. Man, I'm tempted. Dave, does it have drive and reverse? We have some bubbling right here. That is an ugly door though. Forward and reverse, huh? Oh man, tempting for $1,200. I'm gonna have to sit on this one and think about it. All right, what else did we buy today? Let's go over prices while we're at it. I'm gonna let you decide actually. Before we go take a look at that Jeep Compass. Tell me what you would pay for it. Make sure you notice the dent.
What I would pay for it?
Yeah.
Is that the if bid?
That's my if bid, yeah. I'll go over my numbers after you tell me your numbers.
I don't know. My guess is that...
Whoa, not yet.
What?
There's more.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leather all-wheel drive, good tires, 17-inch wheels, not steelies, but big dent.
My guess that it went for like 3.
1,000?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, you can't have control of our money anymore.
No, I wouldn't pay 3,000.
Right.
That's what I guess that it would go for.
All right, I'm the high bidder at $1,000. And they'll sell it to us for $1,250. So you would be the one getting this thing clean, fixed, and sold. There's only so much we can do with that dent. The dent we can pop a little bit, but it's still gonna be a dent. It's gotta be what, a $2,500 car, right? 2 dents on the top. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, if it's on the top, only you were tall enough to see that. Definitely not me. I would say this is probably a $2,800 car, fixed, cleaned. If we buy it for $1,250, we'll own it for $1,500. Buy or not?
I would.
All right, why don't we see what else we bought first, and then we make the decision. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's go see what else we bought. What else is there?
All right, I got a Kia Rio,
Yeah.
Nissan Rogue Select.
Ooh, I bought the Rogue. You bought the Rio.
I did, and the Subaru Forester.
Oh, and the Subaru Forester. Is that it?
Yeah, and then we have the other ones out there.
Good, let's get those out. I'll take one, you take one, Dave take one. And then we'll spot them outside and go over the prices.
Kia Rio's gonna be like right around
You take
here.
the Rio, I'll take the Rogue.
Yeah.
Dave takes the Subaru, which is probably the best out of all of them. Here's Lauren's Kia Rio, and what a beaut, she
Just
says.
zoom in on this right here.
Is that's where the money is? Oh, that's a brandy new sticker. 2014, 100,000 miles. This might be the buy of the day, but what did you pay for it? Kia Rio, the buyer slip.
30.
Oh, no.
3,500.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh. I spent like $1,000 to $1,500 on everything, and you were in the threes on everything. This is a nice car, though. This is clean. It starts, and it doesn't needs minimal detailing.
Yeah.
You could almost list this up for sale. It just passed inspection.
Yeah, keeping those on.
Has the used car stickers on the window.
I love it.
So Dave's in a Subaru over there. That I think I purchased. And then this is my Nissan Rogue Select. This one I'm not feeling great about. Does have a cracked windshield. It is all-wheel drive. Oh, it's locked. Oh my God. Oh, this is the loser of the day. But I only paid $1,000 for it. Oh God, I don't even want to put my head in it. Thank you. So this is a bank repo, and this is what I always say about bank repos is people just don't take care of their cars. I have juice though, that's a good sign. Will it start? Will it start? Oh, she starts up.
It has studded tires.
We probably have a set of wheels for this. No check engine lights on, ABS and traction control. All right, I'll meet you outside. This thing smells like a monkey's rear end. It is god-awfully disgusting. Oh God. This is gonna have to go in the trailer. Oh. We have drive. I paid $1,000, so I'll probably get the record for the cheapest car of the day. Lauren will get the record for the most expensive car of the day, which is still only $3,800. The most expensive car of the day was $3,800. Let's go over the prices for everything else, and I'll probably get that Jeep Patriot too, the Jeep Compass. You know what? This thing is a winner. $1,000. Smells like a monkey's bottom. I don't know how I know what a monkey's bottom smells like, but it runs, it drives, it only has 138,000 miles, and it was $1,000. Is there even such thing as $1,000 cars anymore? Yes, there is. I just showed you. And there we go. That's our fleet for the day. Check out our haul. So we started the day with 7 cars on our entire parking lot.
Yes.
We bought 7 more cars today. We doubled our inventory in one day, but what I really want to know is the grand total of what we spent. How much did it cost to buy 7 cars? And then I think we can get a rough idea of what our profit's going to be, so we're going to give a rough estimate of the profit total on all the cars together, as well as what we just paid. Subaru Forester is a 2013 with 102,000 miles. Now that car does have a insurance loss. It was stolen, paid out, and then found. So the title says insurance loss or theft recovery, something like that. That had an MMR of, Lauren, what was it, like $6,000 or $7,000?
I think so, yeah.
We paid $1,965 with fees, under $2,000 for a 13 Subaru all-wheel drive, 102,000 miles. That car is incredible. The Kia Rio, yours, is the winner of the day for the most expensive vehicle. With that being said, it's still under $4,000. You bought a 2014 Kia Rio with just exactly 100,000 miles with a current sticker for $3,800. That should sell for around $3,900. No, I'm just kidding. Don't put that one in the don't put the $3,900 in the calculator. So right now for the calculator it should be $1,965, $3,795, right?
$2,795.
Yeah, just 2 numbers so far. The Nissan Rogue Select, that toilet of a car over there, is the cheapest car of the day. I paid $650 for it. I thought I paid $1,000. $650 all in. That
Wow.
might be the winner of the day. Yes, please put that in. So $650 is the award for the cheapest car of the day. The Buick LaCrosse is the 2007, just turned 108,000 miles, I think.
I believe so.
Did I buy that or did you buy that?
You bought that one.
I bought that one. $1,355. I try to stay under $2,000 in every car. This is how I started this business. All right, the 11 Ford Fusion with the rotted rocker panels and the cracked windshield. Clean, only 80,000 miles. Are you over or under $2,000, Lauren?
Over.
You are. $2,275. So you probably paid $2,000 plus the fee.
Yeah.
So not a bad deal. We'll see how much love it needs. I think you're going to do fine. That's probably a $5,000 car. We're good. So $2,275 you put in? Okay. Next is the 2012 Nissan Altima that's right over here. I think that has 165,000 miles. It's 2012, no check engine lights. $1,765 with fees. That's a clean car too. Like you could almost photograph it tomorrow.
Yep.
Ford Fusion Rogue Select. That's it, right?
Yeah.
And then we talked about the Fusion, which I brought home.
Yep.
Okay, and the other one, which I'm debating, I think we're going to get. Do you agree?
I think we
Compass?
should.
Get the Compass?
I think we should.
So the Compass is $1,250 plus the fee of $250, so it will be an additional $1,500. That gives us a grand total on 7 cars purchased today, doubling our inventory. How much?
$13,305.
We just filled up the second half of our lot for $13,000. Unbelievable. Now let's go over the numbers we're going to sell them for. Remember that number. What was it? 13,000 what?
13,305.
13,300. Remember 13,000?
13,305.
Okay. Now, Dave, let's punch in the numbers that we're going to sell these cars for. Subaru, I'm going to estimate low. 5,500. Fair?
Yeah.
Kia Rio. Lauren, what's your estimate on your Kia Rio?
I'm gonna go. I would list it for like $5,995.
$5,995.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's lower it down to 5,500 because people will negotiate.
Okay.
So we'll put plus 5,500. The Buick, we paid $1,355. 2,800. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Definitely $2,800 car. Runs, drives.
Yeah, I would say 28 bottom dollar. I would
Yeah.
say 3.
I'm trying to go low, so like 2,800, we're good. 12 Altima, 168,000 miles, Lauren.
35.
Let's go 45.
45?
4,000.
Okay.
Okay. I think a 4,500 for that car is pretty nice.
Okay.
Now, if we go over here, we have the Rogue Select that I paid $650 for. What's the cheapest Rogue you've ever sold in our parking lot?
Actually, it was the silver one that had
My mother
177. Yeah.
What was the price on that?
I think it was like 35 or
And that
4.
was disgusting.
That
was
yes.
disgusting.
Yes.
So let's just say we sell it for that again, 3,500.
Yeah.
And then on the other side was the Ford Fusion. After all that love, we'll get probably another 3,500.
Yeah, I was gonna say 45.
4. All right, so we'll say 4. And then the Compass, easily 2,500.
Easily.
But probably more than that. But
Yep.
we'll say 2,500. So what's the total gross sales before any expenses? What's the total?
I did it right, $27,800.
$27,800. Okay, so now do 27,800 minus 13,300. Should be like $12,000 profit. $12,500, I think. $14,000. So we always say the profit is made in the purchase, okay? Today we made $14,000 on 7 cars, which is roughly a $2,000 profit on every vehicle. I always say we need to make around $2,000 profit on every vehicle, so we're pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, I estimated low on everything, and that is before repairs. So today, by us going to the auction and buying 7 cars, made us $14,000. 7 cars doubled our inventory. Now we have twice as many cars on the lot, and if we do this once a month, 7 more cars, we do
Yep.
it and then you buy a couple in between time, we should be gold.
Yep.
Good?
Agreed.
All right, cool. Thanks for watching. I hope this was informative. And actually, just so you know, you saw what the lot looked like completely empty this morning. I'm going to post a picture right here of what the car looks like with 14 cars now. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, informative, educational, entertaining, please hit like and subscribe. Thank everybody for standing out in the rain for me while I stand in front of the camera. I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching.